Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning and hacking, exploring, there's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In this stream of knowledge, together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning and hacking, exploring, there's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow. In this stream of knowledge, together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected, I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning and hacking, exploring, there's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unravel secrets, unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries, all knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire
I don't even have the lights on. And the Bluetooth didn't start, so. Thought I better get started before it's too late. So I had a meeting for one of my kids this morning, so I just got back home. Whew. There. Right, let's start with fixing, because I can't hear anything here. It's my speaker still, which is not the way it's supposed to be. So why does this one say connect when it's already connected with Bluetooth? So we just have to fix it. So this one, let's actually remove it. Yeah, let's add it again. So, Bluetooth. Yeah. Quite annoying that we have a lot of stuff close by that's not even in this house. Get a worse antenna. But it's up there and it's like this long, so that's nice when I can walk outside. I actually, with this thing in my ear, I was listening to a stream and I went all the way past like this row of houses and the next one over to the parking lot, and I was actually like this close to my car when it's started it actually cut off the signal, and then when I went back it didn't reconnect until I was back. But it's quite good connection. That's Bluetooth for I don't know how many meters, but quite far. So it's probably picking up all of the neighbors. So 20 meters? 25 meters? Anyway, I can be in the garden and stuff without get the mail. Without having to think about that. But we can't detect it, so I'm actually going to put this one back and leave it there for a sec. Let's restart this thing. And I'm gonna bring both out because there's two ears really. Hello, hello. So just low, ready to pair. There it said it, and there it is. So Bluetooth connected, battery full. Yeah, so shouldn't have to do that again. Let's just make a test. So as I reinstalled the computer a few days ago. So
test.
Yeah, heard that. In both airs. I don't need both. Then I won't have anything in a few hours. So just setting everything up so I have things the way I want it here now. So let's actually It's allergies messing up my throat. And my nose.
I'm about to go level up. I cannot settle
And
for
everything. And that was not on purpose. So, I have so many tabs up here. Sorry. Let's hop over. Let's make sure that all the buttons work, right? You can hop to my left screen, to the middle screen, and to the right screen. So that much we have. This also works. Go into the full screen. And this should work. The microscope is off. That's why it's a test image. And this one. This is also like on the side. Right, we can put this here. There, and we can zoom this to different amounts. We can go microscope full screen. Second Irian cam is not connected. And the microscope with no borders for if we're booting some computer on the HDMI in. And that's the HDMI when we do like Pi stuff. So a second HDMI input. Then we have camera on and off and activate toggle for the A68. Restarting it. And then we have the same for Irian and microscope. I can't see if those works. Let's actually hop to the desk one and we can see if we do Irian off, on, works, and the microscope activate on off works. So I already tested the pause button. This one we might have to fix. Yeah. So this is something we need to fix. So I have a few things I need to fix to have stream like back to normal. As all of the pause things goes to the left, what was left screen. That's what I used to call my middle screen. But I switched my leftmost screen that I didn't used to ever stream on. I usually just have OBS over there. And then I moved OBS to the screen when I was showing something. So also there is a little bit of a problem. This screen is thicker, and also the camera is fatter on that side. So, but I might be able to push this back a little bit, but if I do that it just goes, that's the lights like box pushing it back. Because it's actually behind the camera. It should really be on top of the camera. Maybe I can fix that. So I think it worked. So now I can push that screen back a little bit. And then it's more like a rounded, nice view of the screens. Maybe I should try play a game and use all screens. You should be able to do that, right? Everybody that plays games, you just use a big one now, right? Not several screens. But if I look at the middle screen, you know, it's quite wide now. I used to have a 4:3 tiny one over there. So it's still a bit odd to have it like this. We'll see. So I'm like, where do I click to get to
Access.
my own channel?
I had previously streamed Among Us sharing 3 screens. It's cool after you die because you can see a much larger map tongue.
Okay, cool. Because I've actually never played a game on more than one screen. So, that would be kind of cool to test. What do you need to do? I guess you just set the graphic settings in the game. But I guess all games won't be able to do it, but modern ones should. Never tested it, really. Maybe we should do something like that too. Though I usually don't stream games on this channel. I did a little bit on the second channel. I just want to make it a quick audio test to see, so I hear how much this, as you can see when I'm quiet, it's not really quiet, is it?
In my case, I used my NVIDIA settings to set 3 monitor as a single display.
Oh, okay. So that might be how it's done. Testing. I'm listening for bad audio. Yeah, if I go to max volume, it's quite obvious. And also there's an echo. Of course, because I'm listening to it now. Thinking very far there. So I just put on the Twitch stream so I could see that it's like how much of this actually is audible. So what we so I had a directory with all of my streaming stuff. Now this is my old system drive. I just had this video directory, so I just copied this as it is. And everything works except for the VSTs. So I also checked through this hard drive yesterday, and I grabbed some of programs, data, and the my old user directory. So I'm ready to delete the rest. One thing that I did grab was a VST directory from program files. I think it was program files, or it was another one. I'm quite sure it was close to the end. Yeah, there, VST plugins. So I don't know if this is actually anything that's... But I seem to have stuff here, right? I didn't start it or anything. I'll have to go through and check, but let's quickly see if there's a difference, because the filters for audio, they were just like blank before. I clicked here and we had nothing in here, and now it's back. So possibly I just select it again and it works. So moving the directory just over to the other machine helped. It found stuff when it started. And it didn't warn about not finding those. And we can see I have refer. That's what it's supposed to be. Refer. I think it's this one then. So possibly it just works again. But of course we'll have to make a listen. Meaning I will put my keyboard under the desk, because I use slow press of the space key to listen to this, because otherwise we'll get it all in the mic anyway, right? Maybe I should put it on the floor, the keyboard. So we need the settings. First of all, we need oh gosh, I don't know what I had. Precise. Is it subtract? So I realized you didn't hear anything there. So I think this is what I had. So I'm just going to do a tinier one where I actually very carefully press this one under the desk slowly. So, can you still hear me, or do I sound like I'm in a metal jar now? Let's turn the audio on so you can hear it again. I need a higher volume. Is it low volume? Sounds normal. Good. Except for the echo. Okay, good. I'll mute my echo. And that's nice. So just moving that directory over fixed this problem. All of these will be like useless now though, because I'll have to get them again, meaning I can just delete all of the filters that I had saved. So I'm thinking, is there any name or anything? I'll get my keyboard up again. So I had the window open, I had my air cleaner is kind of noisy sometimes. You know, cars passing by when I had to open window, rain with open window. And then for different mics. So let's just remove this there and delete the rest. I can't select several, we'll have to delete all of them. So this is kind of nice. If I had to move the directory over before I started, it would have not deleted the data, I'm assuming. But now, as it did, we can just clean it out. Nice. So, I'll just see if we have any old filters anywhere else. We may just as well delete. Yeah, there's another one. So I didn't ever get this working. I tested plugging in the guitar into the other audio, but it was too noisy. Too noisy. And also I can't power it from the USB hubs. It's only one USB. It's this Focusrite thing. Ah, well. So, mic 4. Why would I have 4? Let's actually do this. So Twitch alert, it's just because of the scene we're on here. We have Twitch alerts, we have Snap Camera, we have mic 4, mic 3, mic 2. So this one we can just delete. And let's actually go to settings, because this is where I'm assuming. This one is actually not disabled, but yeah. We're not going to use the guitar one. So this one is supposed to be this. We only need 2. And that should be okay. It even called Bluetooth, and now you can see it moves. So I can use, let's see if the toggle mic works. So I can just continue talking with this mic in case I would like go and get the nail. And the Bluetooth will still work with a big antenna here. And if I mute now, it won't work though, because it kind of unmutes the other one, so we get a double with toggle mic. So I should fix my mute mic. It sounds a bit tin canny, yeah. So then we're going to decrease the gain a tiny bit, and we'll see if I can. We'll redo it. Or did it sound tin canny when I switched to the other mic? Now we're using the other mic for a bit, and this mic is much worse. It's just in this little thing I have in my ear. So was this a Tin Kenny one, or I'm toggling back to the normal mic? So now we're on the normal mic. Is this one the bad one?
Yes.
It's the ear one? Okay. What about this one? Is this one okay? Otherwise we will remake the filter thingy and see if it's better. Is this one okay?
It's not bad, but
A
there
little
was
empty
something a
about
little
it.
empty
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. Because it looked very big. The curve, it was like big. So we will open the interface. And there's a lot of... Yeah, so I switched cables and I had this on the other one. I'm thinking I'll do that on the cable I have now. See if it helps a bit. Because the noise, it might be a little bit from the computer, but mostly it's just power cable noise, unfortunately. So I can't do mega much about it, but it was much worse with the other one. So let's see if I can do this. So I'm behind the computer. Let's see, power for it. All right, it's actually going in front of here. So I'm gonna unplug the mics now.
Long, long ago, I used to tie knots in my speaker cables to prevent noise that was introduced from my two-way radio's tongue.
So let's see. Yeah, it's exactly the same, right? Yeah. So we can really remove it. Um, so of course I should have toggled mic at once, right? So I'm just grabbing, hopefully this is a new USB-C cable. It looks new. And it's long enough not so that I don't have to move the Focusrite thingy. I'll have to buy like a more high quality cable otherwise. But it's too short, the one that came with it. So plugging it in on the Focusrite side. And the computer. We could also try different USB slots here. What's different? So unplug. Okay. So testing. There. Testing, come on. It's got this third USB here now. Yeah, they seem to be the same. I'm going to put it on the back side of the computer and see if there's a difference. Otherwise, it will have to be tinny today. And I'll have to see if I can find something better. Because I think the short cable is 1 meter instead of this 2 meter. Was a bit better. Okay. Oh, there. I was like, don't I have internet connected? So I have a spare, obviously, cable. I do have a Wi-Fi there too, so this approximately is mouse going to the floor. Oh, no, nothing is connected on the front cables. It's very noisy. This is max turn knob, and it's going like orange on me. No, it's green. This is, I think, this is where I had it with a 1 meter cable. So I don't want it to be too. Yeah, I can just increase the volume. Let's try something else. So, use the nuts and speaker cables. Yeah. Oh. Let's see, where did it go? So if I were to click this button now, it would totally crash the whole thing. It's a bit buggy. So now I have turned the knob so we don't have a lot of gain. So when I switch back to this mic, I think I should be on the mic when I do the setting. So now we're using this mic, and I'm going to put this on under the desk here, so it's further from the mic. And I have to make sure this one is active button. So there. So what do you think about this? Is this better?
And we're back, smile, smile.
Yeah. So the thing that I realized.
Try that again.
Again? It's bad now? Try it again.
It's quiet.
Testing, testing. I can see the audio. Yeah, I know it's quiet. That's because I've lowered the gain. The thing that we have instead, that we're gonna fix the volume with, is that we have also advanced audio properties. So since I turned the knob down, I know that it's low, but we can get it better here, right? So the main mic, we can go up here. So this should move. So let's put it like, let's do 5. Testing, testing. And if I go back to 0, oh, Testing, 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 testing. I'm like getting up here only, right? So if we put this on 10 then, will this break everybody's ears? Testing, 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 testing. Yes, I have high numbers here. I have tried to adjust before, so these are like similar, right? So I guess I just turn this up, 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 and I can see the number on the screen going up too. So it's like it should be doing it. Testing, 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 testing. We can go more without it's going to be cutting or anything. I'm thinking that if I turn this volume setting, maybe it will be less noise than doing it the other way. Now we have a similar setting here, and I know that people wanted this high. They wanted it to go to the red. Testing. So imagine that I'm actually sitting up straight and talking. Testing. Hello, and I'm quite close to the mic instead, and it's still not going over the red. Okay, is it okay like this? I'm gonna listen to what I sound like. So, testing, testing a lot.
It
I
sounds
failed
good here.
to unmute myself. Testing, testing. Okay, so I'm listening to the stream, but I know that it's buggy sometimes. Testing, testing. So the problem with these is I only have like one audio out, so it kind of selects one thing I'm listening to. So if it's currently like listening to something else, another app, I can't hear this one, so I'm gonna put this here, just so I can hear my own echo. That's quite distorted at the very end there, right? Test.
I don't hear any distortion from my end.
Oh, it's the echoes. It's the echoes that gets distorted. But I think it's okay, right? So I turned the gain down on the Focusrite. And turned it up in OBS instead. So I think it's okay. So
Yes, good choice.
let's mute this echo thingy. That's annoying. I almost clicked close because I thought it was a part of the dialogue, and then oops, I just pulled it up extremely high there. This to see all the audios. And now we have only the alerts for the other channel. Why should they have an audio? I'll have to turn that off later. And Snap Camera is in there somewhere, so it's okay to. I don't know why it should have an audio. I have to fix those, so we should only have these audios really. So what if I like no? So I want to see these, but I also want this bigger, right? I guess we should go like this because I don't really care that much about desktop audio. And I'm gonna bring the Bluetooth thingy back out. So the mic in this one will start working here again too. Come on, there it is. And now we don't have an echo. Testing. So the normal mic is still lower than this mic. That's interesting. Is this mic volume good now, or did I not confirm? No, it's not boosted now. So I must have like not saved it, because we were on like plus 15 here. So what about now? Now they're more equal in it again. Test. Did I have even more than 15?
That's much better.
Yeah. So now when I click closer, it's still 15. It's because I used the X. It didn't confirm it. This was cancel, and this was confirm, right? So I'm actually going to go maybe 16 here, because I was when close here and just saying a bit louder. I'm almost up there. Testing. We did go to all red. Yeah. So I think that's about. They're similar now, and I think I set this one to be in a good level. What do you think?
You just have to be careful because you have both your mic and your desktop audio / TTS. If they start competing with each other, they'll distort each other.
Oh, the TTS doesn't sound for me. Why can't I hear the TTS? Headphones. Yeah, and I put this on headset. Then the mic still works now? I'm gonna send a test because I didn't hear any TTS messages.
Fix it says. Test. Hack says.
TTS is a little quieter than you are.
Okay, is it better now? You have to say something more. It was too loud for me. I have to lower this.
This is a test. 1, 2, 3.
What do you think?
Opinion says.
Hi, fix it.
Hack
Hi,
says.
opinion.
That's good.
Good,
Not
good.
overwhelming, but easy to hear.
Good, because I don't want it to be like a tenth of my level. Some people have TTS, but they have it very low, so you can't really hear it. Especially if you're driving the car. You know, I'm listening to streams while I'm doing other stuff too. Like driving. Put it all up there on max and you still can't hear. Or rather, one person speaking, and that's, oh my god, I need to lower the volume. And then the TTS is like, so I want them to be at the same level. So thank you. Thank you for helping. And I think that the desktop audio, I had it set lower because we were listening to a stream. So I should probably have it like somewhere here. Let's do another test while I'm just constantly talking here. And because of the Levenstein not being spoken, I'm going to say test,
Fix it
test,
says.
and I'm going to talk
Test,
the same.
test.
Yeah, so we kind of have had the same volume there. And also, I should enable the start voice recognition. So there, now it should even be smarter. And I have to scroll this one again. So now it should be smarter. And if I talk now, and we do a testing here, and I keep talking constantly, it shouldn't actually do
Testing,
that message
testing.
until I'm finished, but it did. Okay. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Stop pause, start it. We'll see. If it doesn't work, I don't care really about the TTS pausing. You know, if I click this one, it's supposed to pause TTS when speaking. Yeah. So this is Security Lives. Very nice TTS. And I noticed that I'm using TTS.bot, not the dev one that he recommends you use. But I think they're probably the same now. So now we can do stuff. Anyway, I tested like all the buttons, and we also have the mouse, the mic toggle working, and even the volume shouldn't change that much for you when I do this. It should be kind of similar. Just this one is better quality and this one has a little worse quality, especially sometimes. So, mouse. So we have the blur cam. This one we didn't fix this one. we can fix this. So the pause one goes to that one, the screen. I'll never be having that as my main one. I want the middle screen to be my pause screen, right? So we can go studio mode and go to the pause. It even says stream pause. Mouse is your nickname. Oh, so then I should say mouse instead of Boopian? And by the way, you were on stream on Discord before. You're welcome to hop in on Discord, right? Maybe I should have a redeem. Put me on live on Discord. Though newly installed computer. Okay, you're working right now. Yeah, cool. Mouse. That's you will have to remind me. Maybe. We'll see. See if I remember it. Anyway, this one, the pause left screen round. This is where we need to change. This is supposed to be the middle one instead. So if we go middle source, no scene there. And no source, actually. It's not almost always scene, but this time it's actually source. So media source, no, my god. It's like I never used this before, right? Display capture, of course. And the existing middle screen. And then we have to delete this one and rename this one too. Maybe we should even toggle these. I mean, maybe we want the left screen to be there sometimes. So I'm gonna close the settings in the TTS. You can't hear TTS either, right? So I did stop this one now, but let's actually stop the whole thing and start it again. Right, you're on that screen, so you can't see it now. I tried to move it so you could see it. Let's do this one too. So I'm gonna read the messages. Yes, hence the mouse logo. I'm working right now. Just waiting for orders to trickle in. I haven't seen security stream in a long while. I should do security stuff now, right? How's your family doing? Fix it. Everyone well and happy, I hope. I think your bye was unwell lost. Yeah, I think maybe they're all good. Yeah, I think we're all good now. So let's test the TTS. Fresh one, we can't get any double messages. That's funny. So let's just kill the thing. And so so I'm thinking, let's do the dev one. Dev TTS bot. And it will ask me for permissions. So Ivy. Jasmine. Singapore English even. That would be funny. Why did I select that one? Let's say that I definitely didn't select that one. Have a Danish voice. I think I used Matthew. I think I used Matthew last. That doesn't mean we have to do it now. Let's do another voice. Like, I don't know what Steven is. We'll see. System voice. What's the difference, really? Right. So, this is a default voice, and this one is usually set to Justin, right? Justin. And this one is not neural. And I think if we set a neural one here, it will kind of be errors. There'll be errors, I think. We'll see. So, enable voice recognition. Testing. Yeah. And then we have authenticate, and I'm going to move the window to the other screen because I think it will be like maybe something visible. And this is what I got, so it wasn't very secret. And I think this might be why I use tts.bot, because I got this message. So back, authenticate. So we're going to back to the non-dev one. So I took login by mistake. We don't need login there. We already logged in. So I'm just starting
Connected
it
to
again.
channel fix-it.
Now we heard something, right? So the restart of the browser was the thing that fixed it. Use British English, please. Please. Correct version. The American version is heavily corrupted. So for people who don't know, let's say Wu Pinyin is not American. So I think I prefer American one. I'm sorry.
Opinion says.
It's strangely corrupted. No. It's not the normal British one. Yeah. So you can hop on Discord when you're not working and everybody can hear your voice again. So I think with the name Wu Pinyin, maybe people
Hack
think
says.
you're like Asian.
I'm Canadian. It's really complicated for us. Tongue.
Yeah, and I kind of, I've heard people saying at a boat thing, you know, I can't even try. And now I heard someone. It's it's one person that I was like, oh gosh, now I hear that thing with the accent. This is definitely Canadian, you know. So I never heard it that much before. Even someone on YouTube, like even an example of it, it wasn't that clear. But there's one person that had it really much. Yeah. So you'll have to hop into Discord so I can hear your accent. Learn the different accents. So Canadian is a bit like a mix of British and Americans in a little bit, right? But you might have like French influence on the accent, possibly. Is it like that? I'm just guessing.
Correct, and it varies so much across the country.
Yeah. Because I know a French Canadian streamer, and he doesn't really have any. He's more like a French accent on his English, right? So.
We're like 5,000 kilometers across, so there are so many accents.
Yeah, I get that. Mm. Yeah. So what should we do? Should we fix this pause thingy? Did I fix it? I don't think so. So we kind of made it the middle one, though, I guess. But I have this left, so if we want this instead, for some reason, with the pause,
Well,
we can.
you are fix it, so of course we have to fix it.
Yeah, of course. But we can fix something else. We can fix something. Fix it. What is it? That's a question. We could also fix it as in the Go port scanner we are making. That's not finished, but extremely quick. It's also like crazy quick. Like, I don't believe this quick. 15,000 ports in like a few seconds. So let's add the last one, the right screen. So actually a display capture that is called right capture there, and this one at the bottom, and this one rounded corners plus dark. Oh, right, so this also makes it not use the full brightness. Let's actually check the filters, and I guess the filters were... No, they're not specific to these, because they're specific to this one. That's why we have the layers. So this one kinda crops lots of it off. This is intended for like just checking, and this is making it darker so that we can have overlay stuff. Why is it like this? Because we're actually showing the thing we're cropping. I was like, it's going so much darker, why? So if we're looking at a video, for example, or we just want something in the background. I think this is a bit much cut, though.
Exception.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking...
Hello translated from Germany.
Hi, Goku. Hello. How are you? Hope everything is good.
No, move it, move it. I promise, lol.
I think I disabled them. I think I did. Oh God! I clicked on my other window and apparently...
Oh wow, what was that?
I'm so sorry. Oh God. I just
Death
clicked
metal?
by mistake. No, I don't think so. My ear. This is in the air, you know. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oof. So there's a new feature in Firefox that when you open a new tab with like YouTube, usually if you have something running on the tab, you have this little mute icon up there that you can mute. I don't have anything up, but my... Oh, let's do this. I'm deaf, totally. Ouch, my ear hurts. So, this is something here. If I click this tab now, sometimes this pops up like a play button here, but I think that's when you haven't loaded it. So if I open YouTube, and there's actually a video, let's go to...
Cool site. There's an eye for that.
Yeah! No, where is it? Yeah, I got the link the other day with all the AI stuff. Got lots of interesting things here. There's the AI one. There's an AI for that. Oh, this one is also something on. Why? Oh well. I got lots of AI links from the Bronwyn. Where is it? Shouldn't I have a link there or something open? So just made like a mess, like a thing on LinkedIn, a link on LinkedIn. So hop into my LinkedIn and look what I sent. And this was kind of cool too. This is from Security Now podcast, and they had the link as this week's link. And do you know what this is? This is ransomware today. From here, this is today. Like companies and stuff that's been ransomwared. So if you ever need proof that cybersecurity needs, we need money for cybersecurity. We have like proof here. I'm gonna update. So there's something more here since I started my computer like an hour ago. So yeah, we have arguments. Let's just show you that. So if I do this one now, and this is what I meant. Do you see the little
I'm
play
new
button?
to cybersecurity gigs. What is a good place to start?
You know, I'm new to cybersecurity too. I'm just studying so far. I'm applying. But if you want to start learning stuff, then I have lots of tips. But if you want to get a job, so I could start a video like this without even opening the tab.
Social engineering for physical pen testing assignments.
Okay, and then I can also mute it without even opening it. So
Oh
it's
no,
very...
ads.
So I'm just-
Can't hear you.
Sorry for that. So my Friday problem that Neil is streaming at the same time, and I really like to hop in there, but I can't not stream just because of that, can I? Last time I think we had it up on a low volume. That's why the TTS was also low. I should separate those out, right? That would be fun to have like separate, be able to have all output from different programs, but I don't think Windows can do that. And what I really want to is to have one audio in one ear and another audio in the other ear. Wouldn't that be nice? So when you're listening to two things at once, which I often do, then sometimes it's hard to hear when you have both sounds in both ears. So if you have one sound in one ear, so sometimes I have like two of these on my head, like this, and that's like crazy, right? Just because I want different audio. So I have like one audio from my phone and one audio from my computer. And that's annoying. So I want to be able to configure what audio to have in which ear. Isn't that like a basic thing to want? Because I don't want to listen to just one thing, right? So let's
We all have
continue.
needs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So at least be able to configure
Cat
here.
says.
That's not difficult to do. I can think of 2 ways to do that with one headset.
Yeah, tell me. Bluetooth also. Tell me. Give me the solution. So, you already told me about the hack
Goku
for the
says.
screen.
How do you split the left and right channels?
Yeah. Or any audio in Windows, because this is how I have all the desktop audio here. Snap Camera has its all audio, but I would like to split out Chrome's audio because that's a TTS, right? I think Linux is better on that, but we don't have Linux, so...
Hack says.
1. You can use something like Voice Meter and route audio to different ears. The other option is to use a wired headset and a Y cable to use left audio from one source and right for Theo there.
Yeah, but I want it from the same computer, both of it. So Voice Meter. Okay, so we have a purpose now. We're going to fix my audio. So... there, Voice Meter. Banana, potato. So, virtual audio mixer. Is it free? So, Voice Meter is an audio mixer application endowed with a virtual audio
says.
device.
Is it
used
for
as
Linux,
virtual
haha?
I/O. No, actually, it seems to XP to Windows 11, 3264 and ARM. So, IO Mixer manage any audio sources from or to any audio devices or applications.
Hack says.
Sadly, only for Windows. Linux has better options for
Yeah,
audio anyways, tongue.
So I remember Security Live messing with his when he switched to streaming with Linux instead. He had this program that kept resetting every time he started it. So it wasn't like problem free, but he also had hardware mixers and stuff that he had connections in and out of the computer, and he wanted some app audio go to some place and go out of the computer and then go back in, and yeah, so much more complicated than my needs. I just want like maybe a YouTube video in one ear and a Twitch stream in my other ear, or maybe 2 Twitch streams, 2 to one ear and 1 to the other ear. So it's not like one application like Firefox. It's all Firefox, right? All the sources, but different tabs. So we'll see. We'll see what this can do. First use, follow the user manual step by step. Like I would. Use a manual. So if it's not intuitive, then I'm like, nah. Do we have to read really? So I've downloaded so many
There are a
things
few
that I'm
different
going
versions.
to install.
Potato has more input options.
Okay. So that's the different ones. So let's look at the versions.
Goaku says.
Making me hungry, lol.
Food. Potatoes, they're not only food, they're also audio.
No carbs for me this month.
Oh gosh, then I get it. Oh. So my hubby's doing the keto thing, but we kind of order pizza every
Voice meter
Friday,
potato,
so
I
it's
see.
kind of breaking it. So we saw all of that. Banana, potato. But I guess we start anyway with a basic one. And let's see what it looks like. But we can look. Let's see here. First, this is what this one looks like. So we have Intelli. Hardware input, virtual input, hardware out. So what I'm curious, if I want to have, let's say I have 4 Firefox tabs and I want these to be different inputs, can we do that? And which one should we choose? that's what I'm going for. I use Firefox for stuff that I'm listening to. Is there anything else? I don't think I use anything else really to listen to than Firefox. Yeah. I might even TTS some document while I go and make food or something. But it's also Firefox. That's the only TTS that actually works for longer tasks. I installed a plugin to Obsidian, but
Highly
it doesn't
recommend
work.
a YouTube video or two on using the software.
Yeah, I just thought if you had a suggestion, let's just go with the main one then that I already downloaded. So let's hop over to the screen. So I have downloaded, while I went through my old hard drive the other day. So we need to install DaVinci, and this is, come on, show me the name. Bulk rename utility. And these are things I've installed. It's not a lot yet. Audacity, Sony camera software, so we can see. Zoom, Thunderbird, Obsidian, Discard.
Can you run
Chrome.
it using Wine?
Yeah, but that sounds like a bad thing for an emulator if it has hardware inputs and outputs. And would you use Windows programs only then? Anyway, so Voicemeeter, let's unzip. 7-zip was like the first thing I installed after Firefox, of course. So an exe in a zip. And we have your recommendation to trust it. Sorry for the black. So let's just, I usually have this on the screen. Let's actually move it because I want to see a little what you see, So, oh, and there we actually got the web page up. Ready to install. Click the button right there. Very, very useful thing. Click here to get more information. We don't read manuals if we don't have to. Installing. Oh, this was creative. It's not using one of the normal ones. 1 of 16 pins, okay. So, very interesting to see if this will mess up my computer. So, the main reason we finally reinstalled. Yeah, always, Gaku. Post links. It's died again. So it's probably messing with audio, the installation. Oh, my mic too. Oopsie.
Permission to post links? How come
Oopsie
TTS is
doopsie.
off? Web link. Voicemeeter looks to be supported by Wine.
So you couldn't hear me there for a bit even, and I actually got OBS not responding. So please confirm that stream is still running. So I don't want to reboot now.
Hack says.
Yes,
Yeah, thanks.
we could hear you the whole time.
Okay, you could hear me because
Goku
the
says.
display froze
It's
and
running.
I saw it not moving. So I thought that it probably messed with my audio, not only the TTS. So let's see if the TTS works. No, let's stop it. Actually, I'm going to close Chrome again there. Should we restart? For YouTube, I have to make a new stream and stuff, so it's quite messy. But we can't continue if we don't reboot, can we? But maybe I'll get a lot of problems. Thanks. We'll be here with Lyle. Thank you, Gaku. Move it, move it. Yeah. Right. Let's see. Oops. So, let's listen to Neil's stream while we reboot. I'll reboot, okay? We'll do it. And let's see, what else do I have to close down? We can stop streams short as possible so that Twitch will link the streams together. I'm closing streamer button, all the things here. So, speaker bot. And we have the little windows there. We have two. Let's actually maximize this a bit. So I don't need two. Firefox is full with tabs. Let's put them all in one. There. So. So, Firefox closed. So it's just OBS running. So I'm going to restart, and I think it will take the time it takes to click here and type a name again, right? So I'll be right back.